I really can't believe that Meta invited me out to California for Meta Connect 2025. Like, this is insane. Man's really a tech creator now, bro.
I didn't really have any expectations of what this was gonna be like because I've never really been to anything like this. But for y'all that don't know, this is like tech people's Super Bowl. Like, this and the Apple keynote are like the biggest events of the year to people. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna just go down there, have my fun, and just see what it do, you feel me? This is definitely one of my biggest brand trips so far because Apple has brought me to a couple places, but never for a keynote. Like I said, this is the Super Bowl.
I'm telling y'all, I gotta find some sort of workaround for these flights because I can't do it, bro. Flying is one of the most inconvenient tasks to me. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm in an industry where you gotta fly a lot, but I don't like it. I'm already an anxious flyer. And then people be weird on planes. Like, people don't know how to just act normal. The dude beside me got his leg all up, crisscross, shoulders is broad, all up on my side, his arm on the thing. Like, bro, relax. This is why I'm telling you, I gotta get enough bread where I could just fly business class everywhere because that makes it way more easy to just be cool. All right, y'all, finally, after like 5 hours, I'm in San Francisco.
Now, if you know me, you know I love LA and I love California. Like, California is always gonna hit different for me. It's actually the #1 place I want to move. But San Francisco has a very different vibe than LA, and it's very apparent. It's not as warm, but it's still cool. It's just very different. So this was in Palo Alto, actually. It wasn't necessarily in San Francisco. So it was about maybe a 25-minute drive from the San Francisco airport. And the last time I was here was All-Star Weekend. So I was just reminiscing on the blast that I had the last time I was in San Francisco. So we get to the hotel, we check in, and automatically we have an itinerary. We're going out at night. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. But anyways, they had Meta branding all over the place where the shuttle service was gonna be, all that. They gave us Uber codes, and every time I get an Uber code, I'm gonna use it. I felt excited, but I also felt like, yo, like, this is really happening. I can't believe I'm here.
All right, y'all, so I am in San Francisco for Meta Connect. If you don't know what Meta Connect is, it's like, you know how Apple does that thing, it's called a keynote, where the dude comes out on stage and he says all the new stuff, and then people can go and try all the new stuff. So Meta invited me to come to their version of that. I'm only here for 2 days. They told me, yo, you coming and you leaving, you feel me?
Hotel room wasn't that big. My manager came with me, so we're just sharing the hotel room, you know, we're thugging it out. But watch, in the future, I'm gonna be flying first class. They'll be putting me up in penthouses. We gonna be lit soon, trust me.
So the first mission, which was just survive the flight, is complete. The next mission, get some food, gonna hit In-N-Out, and then figure out what's going on day one.
In-N-Out is mandatory anytime I come to the West Coast. California's 3 hours behind, so I'm not jet lagged, but I already know it's gonna be a long night. We had to try and get some food before we got out because we knew it was gonna be a busy day. And the thing with brand trips is you don't really get to eat much if you don't make it a priority.
We're about to go to the little pre-keynote dinner. The keynote is tomorrow. So right now, we're gonna go eat. I hope that it's like real food, like real food. Fit check though. I went chucks, black pants, crop shirt, chain.
So the first place we hit was a place called the British Bankers Club, and this was like a little cocktail get to know you type of thing. I thought we were gonna be eating inside, but it was like the bar part outside. They had little finger foods, but it wasn't food, so I'm definitely gonna need to eat after this. This is the first time that we really got to interact with all the other creators that were there, and I realized that they brought people from around the world. Moyo's from London, obviously.
Shout out to Moyo, bro. Really cool dude, an amazing creator. I wish I had the enthusiasm just for life that he does. How he acts online is actually how he is in person. Next time, tell him to put it in a man cup.
Bro, it's 2025.
Like this one.
This is a man one.
Shout out Nancy, she came from Nigeria. And she said they flew her business class, but I get it. If you coming from Nigeria, hey, you better. We also met these 2 Korean people that were like 40, but they look 27. Whatever they're doing with the skincare, I need that. The drinks were flowing, and of course, as usual, I got carded again.
Have you ID by any chance?
Yeah, I got you. I don't even take it personally.
So I hope you don't have. What the hell is it?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm too grown to keep getting carded. I understand I look 18, but like, come on, bro. Like, I don't give young energy
energy.
I'm so glad that Moyo and Nancy and Free were there, because a lot of these tech events, you know how tech people are, like stereotypically, people are kind of socially awkward, like, yo, put your shoulders down, like we're all here chilling, vibing, just have fun. The kind of conversations that happen when creators link up is the conversations that I love having, because I'm not really around a lot of people that share the same interests as me, so it's just refreshing that like I could talk about anything and they know exactly what I'm talking about. Giving each other tips, talking about our favorite cameras, talking about video ideas, all of that, I love it.
It's still crazy to me that I get flown out for branded events. Like, this used to be the goal and I'm actually living it. Day one was a cool little warm up, chill vibes before the big day tomorrow.
All right, so the main day is here. Super Bowl day is here. This is the day of the Meta keynote. So we were definitely late. They were about to leave us on this bus, you know, BPT, Black People Time, for those of you who don't know. So we pull up to the Meta campus, right? This campus is literally a campus. Like, it's like a school campus. They own half of the city. Mark Zuckerberg got some bread, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. This was insane. The atmosphere was crazy. Everyone's badged up, cameras out. Like, I've never seen so many cameras in my life.
The craziest part is like everybody here is very passionate, just in different ways. And it's crazy to just see the same person in different formats. It's like the Spider-Man meme, everyone just pointing at each other.
And that makes me think, how much money are they spending on the press for this if you're flying people from all over the world? And some people had brand deals too. I didn't have a brand deal. This was just a brand trip, but some people were getting paid as well.
Yeah, everything, bro. Vegan, eggs, sausage, bacon, beans, greens, tomatoes.
The campus was super futuristic. It was clean. It almost felt like we were on a movie set. That's the best way to describe it. So we got the product tours. We tried out the new Meta Ray-Ban glasses. The Generation 2 is what I believe they call it. And they gave it to us. So that's what I'm rocking now. There's also a new thing called the Ray-Ban Meta displays. These are so cold. I don't know how they do it, but they put something around your wrist, almost like a watch or like a Whoop. If y'all know what a Whoop is, or an Apple Watch type of thing, but you can control what's happening in your glasses with your hand just by swiping and doing different commands that, like, I don't even know how to explain it. You guys just have to see it. Also, they have new Meta Oakley running glasses. These are so cold, I'm not gonna lie. I need them to send me this. It can track your stats. It can record videos for you, super high quality. This was so fire.
Let's go see what the lunch is hitting on, because they tried to vegan me to death for the breakfast. I need like some protein that's like real protein. Feel me?
And randomly, I ran into my homegirl, Miko. She's from New York. She's a dope creator as well. This is my first time actually seeing her in person. We just been friends over the internet for a long time.
Testing out these demos is insane. Like, the future is here right now. And this is just the stuff that is available to the public. Now imagine what they got in the back that they're working on. It's probably mind-blowing.
One of the developers, I had a really cool conversation with him, and he was saying, bro, I wish I could tell you the stuff that we got coming. The way he put it was like, the AI you see now is Pong. We haven't even gotten to the PS1 yet. And that's crazy.
All right, so the keynote starts at 5. That's when Zuck comes out. But until then, I don't know what we got going on, bro. They be dragging. I'm not.
We all hopped back on the buses and they shuttled us to another part of campus. Some people went early to get really good seats. I was not as pressed. Like I said, this ain't my Super Bowl, but it's somebody's Super Bowl. We were in there though.
When I'm telling you guys that these people were going so crazy, going to work, like as soon as something would happen, people were in the back room on their computers, editing the videos, doing the articles. And it makes sense because, you know, I'm in tech, but tech isn't my number one content thing, so I don't have to be as quick. I completely understand if you're fully a tech creator and people come to you for news where it's like as soon as someone announces something, you want to be the first one to drop it. That seems stressful, bro. You can't even chill. You can't even enjoy yourself. Like, this is work. This is not just relaxation. I'm not on that. I still haven't even posted everything. It has been weeks.
There was a whole section blocked off for creators specifically, and press and all these other people. Then the man of the hour, Mark Zuckerberg, came out. It was dope to watch, even though this isn't like my main field. It was cool to see. And it was funny that some of the live product demos that he did didn't work. And I wonder why they didn't just do pre-recorded. I feel like they're trying to like humanize him a bit. James Cameron was there. He did a quick little speech. Diplo was also there. And shout out to Miko, she got to run with Diplo too. And Diplo was also DJing the after party.
All right, y'all, so the keynote is done. Mark came out, did what he was doing. They were doing live demos. A couple of them did not work. So live demos are very, I don't know. It was cool. They talked about all the stuff that we saw earlier. So like there was nothing that was really a surprise. So now is the party, the after party. Diplo is DJing. Truthfully, that's not really my bag. But you see this wristband? Eh? Means you can drink. So I'm just here so I could drink. I'm lying, Mom. That was just for content purposes only.
I couldn't even really turn up as much as I wanted to because my flight was low-key early and I had a hangover on a flight once and I vowed to never, ever do that again.
You know, trips like this remind me of how far I've come. I used to just watch stuff like this online or watch YouTube videos of other people that got these opportunities, and I'm here.
From finding out about this to being in the moment, it was definitely full circle for me. And I know younger me would be so proud of what I've been able to accomplish and the things that I've done. And this is a thing that I really need to start telling myself more. I gotta stop and smell the roses. I heard a quote, someone said, you gotta be at where your feet at. And that's something that I've definitely been working on. And I guess my biggest takeaway from this is it's not just about tech. It's about curiosity and making connections and creativity and just the avenues that technology can give to people like me who are creators or people like you who are creators. But also being a creator doesn't just mean you make videos. If you create anything, if you think of something and then you put it in the world, you're a creator. Now on the way back home, I did upgrade my seat.
So I upgraded to business class. But when I left the house this morning, I didn't know I was doing that. So I got to the airport, like, you know, within a decent time to catch the flight. But now that I'm doing business, I want to take advantage of the lounge. I can't even be in the lounge too long because the flight ain't going to be that much later. So I played myself, but I didn't play myself.
It was about $300 to get first class. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Now, something else I learned about first class. You don't wanna be in row 1 because that wall is right in front of you. You gotta be in row 2 or row 3 so you have the leg room.
You know, you either win or you learn. The first class was not an L because I still got to fly first class, but I'm never making that 1A, 1B mistake ever again. I'd put me in 2 or 3. I need the leg room.
Sometimes it does feel weird when you're like the only young black kid in first class. People are looking at you like, what do you do? Are you an athlete? Are you a rapper? But at the end of the day, shout out to Meta for even considering me and letting me have this opportunity.